Good morning, everyone. Today's February the 24th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. My apologies, trying to rush getting things to you early. What I did instead was mess it up, and now I'm going to get it to you late, and my apologies for that. So let's go super quickly. The personal income numbers that came in this morning were very poorly received. It tells us that inflation is still sticky. That means we are fading fairly dramatically. So let's see where we're fading to. Now, we've had 2 days of very big wicks, and we are looking at SPY. And what we've done is come into this region right here. It looks like about the 95 area. Let's draw a line there. The goal is the following. What do we expect people to do at this edge? Well, let's take a look at the weekly charts and the monthly charts and see what's happening overall. And what it tells us is that even as we grind in this noise, what we do is still make higher lows. And we're trying to come up into this channel. So a lot of folks might say, you know what, that's just a wedge or a bearish flag, and this is going to drop all the way out and we're going to head to the floorboards. That might very well be true. But what's likely to happen today based on the news? Okay, so inflation sticky, Fed continuing to raise rates. People are saying, holy cow, something's going to break. This is quite a bit of algorithmic trading. It is pulling price action to the south. And so if we are trading short, nothing's wrong with that at all. When we get down into these areas, we're going to see people try to hold the floor. So you're going to see buyers try to come in at 395. If you say, hey, I want to try to pick that bottom, and it loses 395, literally no more than 20 cents, you're sitting on the wrong side of the trade, because the next thing is 393.63. And we could easily fade into these levels algorithmically. All right, now that we know, hey, listen, this is a news-based data, all the algorithms are moving in to this spot. We have a very, very, very negative cumulative delta in the overnight. We're going to see how that flips into the morning action. And so we'll see what the buyers are going to do in the first couple of minutes. They're going to say, all the pre-market folks have said, hey, I am shoving price down. If the buyers come in at the open, all the folks that are sellers are going to have to turn around. Okay, so we're waiting to see if that happens at the 395 area for SPY. For the Qs, that number is going to be, that number looks like it's going to be about 290. Let's put a number there. 290. Yeah, well, 289.98 is right there, so I don't want to put another line up there. You'll see that motion coming into the space, right? You're going to watch the traders fade it as hard as they can and then either continue downward, which we probably will eventually, or try to bounce and fill some of the gap. There are people who make an entire living out of one trade, and it is the gap fill. Now, Friday is a very special day because the trend that begins on Friday shouldn't take the opposite side of it. So if everybody's selling off towards the weekend, then you don't try to pick the bottom. But what we have to see is what they do at the beginning of the day. Look at this. The low this morning was 39.62, and it was this level right around here. They're coming in to retest it, force it. Notice also several weeks ago, it was a low. So they're coming in and they're trying to kiss it. Also a little bit below the midline of this region. Everybody's going to look at that and go, you know what? Let me see if the buyers are sitting there. What we need to do is step back, allow it to happen, and then follow along in the direction. What is the trend? It's downward, so the bounces are going to sell. But we could also find a fair bit of buyers floating around here. So we'll just see what happens there. Let the charts tell you what they're going to do and then follow along. That's as easy as it gets. And you want to obey your stops. All right? Take care. Sorry about the earlier video giving us fuss. I'll see you all on Monday.